Well, we continue on our roller coaster of temperatures, and eventually we're getting a little bit more of the storminess in here for another shot of rain coming late tomorrow night into Friday. I'm Storm Track 12 meteorologist Les Still here with your Wednesday morning forecast, and more worries out on the water for the day today, especially if you're going to be headed out onto the water at the beaches. We do have high rip current threats north of Cape Lookout, a moderate risk south of a lookout here with a small craft advisory on all the waters, just because we are expecting waves in that 4 to 6 foot range here because of the winds from yesterday, but also some of the larger swells from Raphael, which we'll take a look at here in a couple minutes. More clouds around for the day today, but these are high mid-level cirrus clouds. They'll just kind of filter out the sun, and we are tracking the potential for some storms late tomorrow night going into the early morning hours on Friday. Some of those could be rather strong, but I think them arriving in the afternoon and evening hours will actually be to our benefit than as opposed to if they were to come earlier on in the day. So that's something we'll continue to track and alert you to. That's what I'm looking at for the reason of raising our Storm Track 12 threat tracker to the medium category for tomorrow. Again, late in the afternoon into the overnight into Friday morning when that front will be working its way through the area here. Seasonably cool temperatures with that high clouding. This is my Storm Track 12 forecast for this afternoon. Upper 60s and low 70s is where we're going to be topping out at. Maybe some low clouds and fog as we head overnight tonight. We'll be looking at temperatures into the lower 50s for inland spots, upper 50s at the beaches. So definitely warmer than where we started off this morning. And a warmer start gets us a warmer finish as we get highs into the upper 70s near 80 degrees for tomorrow afternoon. Now, we will watch the clouds kind of build in late in the afternoon, but I think we're going to see a decent amount of sunshine out ahead of that. In case you're wondering where should we be for this time of year as far as temperatures are concerned, 75 and 53, that's average. You can definitely tell we're starting off this morning below normal for a low, and we're below normal yesterday with that high not even reaching 70 degrees. Now, the cloud cover we've got tracking through the area early this morning. This is some moisture from the Pacific Hurricane Paul that got pulled off and pulled into our weather pattern because of the way the jet stream is configured. And these clouds are going to work their way through the area today, but not anticipating any rainfall from them. Here's our next storm system that we're tracking, a cut-off low-pressure system that is going to be a pain in the neck as it cuts off over the Great Lakes as we go on through this weekend. You'll notice it doesn't have a whole lot of moisture to work with just yet, but it does have some decent amount of cold air coming in behind it. And this is what the jet stream level looks like here. We've got this little trough coming through the Gulf Coast states. That's what's enhancing the cloudiness that pulled it through Texas and now out over us after it pulled it out of the Pacific Ocean. Here's our next storm system. We're tracking this, and this is going to be a problem because it's a cutoff low that really just kind of comes in and slowly works its way across the Great Lakes, and eventually by late Friday going into Saturday starts to eject out off to the north and the east. The problem with this is well, it's a cutoff low, so there's nothing really coming in behind it to force it to get it moving anytime soon. And it's definitely a large cold pocket of air in the atmosphere. So this is how I think things play out. I think we get the initial front to drive through here late tomorrow night into Friday. Could hang up along the coast for the first part of Friday. Then a secondary front comes here with the real charge of the colder air coming our way as the storm system finally starts to depart later Friday night going into Saturday. So I think it's a 1-2 punch. The second front coming through dry, but it does bring that reinforcing shot of colder air with it. And then you'll notice as we go into the first part of next week that we get the upper level ridge once again to reestablish itself back out over the Gulf of Mexico. So we get that warmer air coming our way and back above normal as far as temperatures are concerned for the early part of next week. Here's how things play out with future track. Again, the high level cloudiness is out there for this afternoon. Those clouds up at around 25,000 feet will gradually work their way off the coast. Low clouds and fog possible overnight tonight. Then as we go through the day tomorrow, we'll see our wind switch around to a southerly direction. That will bring the warmer air in with it, but also the increase in moisture. So future track shows the clouds increasing by the afternoon hours. The heaviest storms do remain along and west of I-95 through the afternoon tomorrow, but then start to move eastbound as that front gets pushed eastbound as we head through late Thursday going into Friday. Again, I am a little concerned a weak wave of low pressure developing along that front, along the Gulf Stream waters, could keep the front along the coast as we head in through the first part of Friday, but eventually we'll clear things out as we go through late Friday into Saturday. Rafael, as I mentioned, it's now working its way past our latitude. Still a hurricane, but this is going to quickly be downgraded here as the low-level center has been exposed a little bit with that drier air wrapping in around the storm system as it's making its way off of New England as we speak right now. You can see the official forecast does keep it as a Category 1 storm through this morning and eventually weakens it as we head through this afternoon. Now, this is a little bit of a twist. I thought this thing would just go merry on its way into the North Atlantic. Some forecast models are now kind of trapping this and kind of wrapping it around, maybe even taking it back towards the Azore Islands as we head into Monday of next week. Either way, it's not going to be an impact for us here in Eastern Carolina. We are going to see the higher swells from it begin to subside later tonight going into tomorrow as it pulls away from the coast. Looking for temperatures, seasonally cool today, back up above average for tomorrow. Showers and storms in here late tomorrow night through at least the first half of Friday. Then we'll clear things out. That second shot of cooler air coming in with a dry cold front later on Saturday going into Sunday. And as a result, we'll watch for temperatures only near 70 for a high on Sunday. Warming right back up, though, back towards that 80-degree mark as we head into the first part of next week with, again, another refreshing high pressure coming in behind that. I'm Storm Track 12 meteorologist Les Still.